YouTube, this is my kitchen part 2. So I left off in this cabinet down below here, so I have my NutriBullet here. And then I just take this out to get what else is underneath here. So I have a few lids here that go with my glass bowls, and then behind there I have a few things that I don't use that often, but I do use. So I put those back there, like the turkey baster and a few things that I use for this item here, which is like one of my favorite items. I hooked it on with a command hook here, and then this is a slicer that you can move to different slicing. So I just hooked on a command hook here. Like I said before, we're renting, so I love these command hooks because you can just take them off when you leave. More up top things here is some Tupperware that I use, but I don't use on like a daily basis. And then this is an apple box that I made myself here. I still have to like tape it. I cut it up with a box cutter and taper. So this is some Tupperware that I use on a daily basis. We use Tupperware all the time. So I just put most of the Tupperware we have here, and then some extras are like back there. And believe it or not, at some points they all end up in the refrigerator. So I just made this box. Like I said, we're renting, so I didn't want to buy anything that's like too expensive. I just wanted to put things together that I knew that we're going to be using temporarily, and then that's that. So there's that area. And then this area, here's the sink there. And I wanted to show you, like, so we have like a 2 sink thing. This did not come with our apartment. It just twists off. We bought this for $5 at a swap and shop place, and I've seen these for, I don't know, $10 or $15. They're awesome because they just go right here on the sink, and then they have 2 different. You can do this here, and they swivel all around, or a single there, and it swivels all around, so it's really nice for like cleaning your sink and everything. So over here, here's our filter. We would just hook this up there and then use the filter, and this little thing here is like my that, and then I use this to get off some hard grime sometimes, and then obviously these are, they're for the sink there. So underneath the sink here, we have these. Don't open. Underneath the sink here, and I'm going to use my flashlight again so you can kind of see. I can see really well down here. I don't need a light, but for some reason it's not showing up. So this bottom part down here is uneven. I don't know if there's like a water leak at one point or what the heck. So I can't put as much stuff down here as most people would, but this is what we have. Like that yellow thing is for the car. Here's apple cider vinegar. Some more soap. This is the dishwashing soap that I make. There's some light bulbs back there. And then these 2 little bags here. This little bag has masks in it, and this little bag has our green bags in it. And then this is obviously just a trash can for easy trash. We have the jug of Fabuloso, and then there's our white vinegar. And then I have this little container here. It just has, this little thing is awesome. I got it at the dollar store, at the Dollar Tree for $1. And it just rubs off like, like anything. It's so awesome. And then this is like a felt green thing. So I just put that here so things don't like fall around down here, because this is not, it's like, it's warped. It like goes like this. I don't know. They said they're going to come fix it, but they haven't yet. So, and this is just a cleaning thing for the vegetables. So there's my trash can there. This right here is my vinegar. It's half vinegar, half water. I repurposed a Febreze bottle. Don't do that. Buy a brand new bottle, just for your own safety. But I labeled the vinegar bottle I originally did this because I didn't really know how the vinegar mix was going to work, so I just repurposed a Febreze bottle, but again, don't do that. Buy a brand new bottle if you can. These right here are just, you know, gloves. And then I wanted to show you this little trick I learned online. So if you put one of these command hooks up here on your door, you can hang up your gloves with one of these. So you just take your gloves. Let me see if I can do this with one hand. So you just, oh, maybe not. You just take your gloves. Here, I'll just do it with one. And then clap it on there. And then put the hooks down on it. And then when you hang up your, so let's say like you put it on the door here, when you hang them up, you could just hang them up like this. So that's a really great idea. I don't know, we might end up doing that, but right now I have this little box here that is actually an apple box that I have, and I just used this because, like I said, it's the bottom's like warped there. So let me show you what we have in here. And like I said, I had just cut this box. So there's, I don't even know why we've kept this Lysol. It's so disgusting. And then there's like a few things for the car. We had fleas really bad about a year ago. With the dog, we'd moved to a different state, and I guess the dog needed like these mega flea killer things. We were using like the topical cream for him, and he actually needs the pills. So that's what that was for. We almost hired a professional to bomb the house. It was crazy. And then this was Clorox, like from when I used chemical stuff, and the same here, like when I used chemical stuff. So I had just kept that. This is the box for the air purifier. So we don't really need this, but it has an extra, not air purifier, water purifier. It has the extra water purifier in there. And then this is one of those resealable vacuum things, which is really cool. Here is some trash bags for our big trash bag. And then here are, you know, some plastic things, you know, like your everyday stuff. This is what I keep all of my rubber bands in. This is like a really crappy Tupperware thing that I had bought in. It's, I don't know, they all didn't seem to work out very well. So I just keep like, I used to keep like screws and stuff in here before we got like this whole screw box that we have now. But now I just keep all these rubber bands in here and I just reuse them. Anytime like I get something that has a rubber band on it, I just keep the rubber band and I put it in there. So that's really nice. This little thing here, I don't know. I'm going to put something else. I'm going to use something else. But right now I just have like one of these Joe's Crab Shack cups. And then I keep like a bunch of cleaning supplies in there. That way it doesn't like move around in the box. And that's just what I have there. So then I just take my gloves and I put them right there when they're dry. When they're wet, I hang them over the sink, and then as soon as they're dry, I put them. And then I just put my cleaning solution there. So I only use this one cleaning solution, and that's half water, half vinegar, and then I put some bay leaves in there to ward off the cockroaches. We have bugs here in the South that you can't avoid. And then here's this flashlight that my husband got for Christmas, and we just keep that there because we have experienced a lot of outages here, and so we keep that there in case there's another outage. That way we know exactly where the flashlight is at. So there's the bottom underneath the sink. So that's pretty much it for the kitchen here. We like to keep the counters like pretty clean. But we don't like to keep a lot of stuff on the counters. That way, in case we need to do some quick cooking, we can. And here is the stove. What's in the stove? We keep some bakeware in there when we're not baking, and then obviously some bakeware in here. And then, oh yeah, I forgot about this down here. So here is this. Now let me get the flashlight again because it's not really showing up on the video. This is where we keep the pots and the pans. So I had like a really nice, oh, my flashlight just died. Well, that's good. I had a really nice like set of pots and pans, and now I just have the pots left. So the pots are like on the upper shelf, and then I have just a few pans down here. And then we have a bunch of these, which are really nice. So I'm thinking about putting command hooks right here. Like 2 command hooks, one for like this kind and then one for this kind, and then keeping them here. That way we can find them really easily. And then of course this is for the baby proofing. And here is the freezer. So this freezer is a lot smaller than any other freezer we've ever had. So we're still trying to figure out like good organizational things, but there's where my husband keeps some of his ice. He keeps more ice over there. And then here is the bottom refrigerator part. So these shelves obviously can move around. This is where we keep all of our leftover food. That way we know like it's leftover food and we eat it quickly. And then this shelf, obviously we're finishing up our eggs here. This shelf is any extra leftover food or like this I know I'm going to eat today, so I just went ahead and put it on this shelf. And then this is where we used to keep our meat and our cheese. So after we eat all of that, I don't know what we're going to put in there. We'll probably put something. And then this is where I keep like my green bags, is this little bucket here. I just got this for $1 at the Dollar Tree, and I already had them, so I just went ahead and repurposed them. Both of these I got for $1 at the Dollar Tree, and repurposed these for these. That way I can see exactly where my green bags are. I have some other items in here. That way they're not like rolling around. And then in here, this drawer was filled up until 2 days ago, but this is the vegetable drawer. And then this over here is the fruit drawer. And it's still pretty full. And these drawers are like really hard to like move in and out. So I only keep stuff I'm not using in them very often. And then obviously like we're drinking up the rest of the milk, and then this is what we kind of have. So it's not super organized or anything, but this is what we have in the door area. I've asked for another one of these. They just haven't given them to me. I don't know if I'll get another one, but if I do, I'm going to stick it up there, and then that way it won't be so disorganized in here, but that's what it is. And then this I had at our old house above the door, and it doesn't fit above the door in this house, so I just put it on the refrigerator. I don't know, I thought it was cute. And then we have this little pad here to help us remember certain things. So that's our house. That's the kitchen. So I hope it helped you. I know watching other people's videos helps me to kind of organize my house. I want to show you this too. This is my apron. This is a door that leads to the trash can. And then I just have this hook up here. And this hook I got for $1 at the dollar store. You could also probably put like a command hook. That's what I did at our last place. I put my apron on a command hook in the kitchen. But this place has these like rigid walls, and the command hooks won't stick. And I just don't want to drill in the walls just because we're renting. So there it is, and there's my cute little dog. Hi, Lucky. Hi, Lucky. Alright, thanks YouTube. Hope this video helped.